Today we are going to draw something silly because it's a snow day and, why not? So I am going to draw a giraffe in space. As you see, I'm starting to do the preliminary sketch of the shapes of how I can't even talk, giraffe is. And you can go silly. It does not have to look like an actual giraffe. It is all about the process and learning and practice. And if you want to do anything and get better at anything, you're going to have to practice a lot, and you're going to be making a lot of what you consider mistakes. And that is okay. Life is full of mistakes and learning from life. And let me move this camera a little bit because I'm right-handed and sometimes my hand covers up my drawing. I'm using a light pencil to draw the sketch, and then I'll use a darker one to do the outline before the real outline. And this giraffe is not going to be wearing a spacesuit. He is just going to be wearing a helmet with some little cute little booties covering his little feet, hooves. And what is your favorite animal? Do you like giraffes? Did you know giraffes have 7 vertebrae? The same as a human. Vertebrae is the bones that make up the neck and back. And they are the tallest animal as well. So I'm adding a thin black outline to the drawing, as you can tell. And this right here is going to make it easier to see once you add the colors. The giraffe spots help it camouflage from the predators that might try to eat it. And they can be any shape, size. They're like typically brown, but we're going to, make this a little crazy giraffe today. I'm going to draw the giraffe floating in front of Saturn. Did you know Saturn has 82 moons? That's a lot of moons. I am not going to be drawing the moons, but I will be drawing its rings. It really compiles of 8 rings, but I'm just going to be like drawing them all smushed together. And we'll draw some stars in the background. I'm going to pick some crazy colors to color the giraffe because, again, life is full of lessons, and it does not have to look perfect. It does not have to look like a normal giraffe. I'm going to color the yellow in and for the spots. And then I'm going to recolor them some pink because, why not? The markers I'm using are double-ended markers. I got them at Target. Also, a couple of them at Five Below. Double-end markers are perfect because they have a broad end and a fine tip end, so you can use the broad to color the larger areas and the fine to cover the smaller areas. If you go outside of the line, that is perfectly okay. Again, this is a learning process. We are learning together on how to grow with our art. I'm going to color him some green horns and green ears because, he is outer space giraffe. And he is visiting Saturn on a vacation. Now, his rest of the body, I'm going to color this pretty shade of pink. And because, why not? As you can see here, I'm using the broad end because the fine tip was just a little too fine. And you know what? I'm going to add some booties to match his head. We're going to color some of his fur the same color as I did his head, and I'll add like a little shade. I'm going to add a couple extra spots of the green spots to cover up that yellow, just to give it a little pop. And then now I'm going to color the part of the space suit. Again, if you go outside the lines, that is perfectly okay. we are all learning, and mistakes are going to happen, and that is okay. We have to learn together that things don't always have to be perfect, which can be hard at times because sometimes we want it to be perfect. I'm going to color him some eyes, and now I'm going to color the rings. I'm going to use a purple, the broad end of the purple. This one right here I got at Five Below. And then I'm going to color the center ring a nice blue. And there we go. You see I did not get all the color right. And then I'm going to do green. And it does not look the best, but that's okay. That is okay. This is a crazy, crazy drawing. And now we're going to color the inside of Saturn a bright, bright yellow, like the sun. And I'm going to add some orange just to offset it a little bit and cover some of that white that I missed. These brand of Target markers that are double-ended, they're great for beginners. They're water-based, so they are like your typical marker, but they are double-ended, which make them amazing versus, the normal Crayola, which is only, one end. You get one brush. I'm just going to re-outline some of this just to cover up some of those mistakes. Again, mistakes will happen. You can always go back and fix some of the drawing mistakes. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm going to add some additional lines, some additional outlines, just make it a little bit more coherent. One thing I want to mention is when you're first learning how to draw, it's okay to get inspiration from things around you, storybooks, coloring books, to get ideas. The only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to plagiarize your drawings. You want to make it different. And again, that's how we learn. We learn by the inspiration of others. So as you practice your skills and grow, make sure you thank those around you who give you inspiration. And I want to thank you for joining me today.